Hey everybody, so it's been I think 2 weeks since I made my last video, well, sales video. Anyway, just wanted to go through the items that sold. That these are primarily crafted items. There are a few of the speed gear that I've been selling, and I've mentioned that previously, but just want to kind of scroll through here, uh, take a look at what some if there's anything interesting here to look at. I believe this is one of those items that you use to level blacksmithing with. So even though I sold one, I wouldn't necessarily think of this as something to go out and craft, unless you happen to be leveling a blacksmith. And that's always a good gauge to figure out whether you want to craft something or not. Is take a look at one of the guides online that says, hey, craft this many of these items and stuff. You can kind of look and say, okay, well, maybe I want to avoid one of those items, just to so you're not stuck with a huge amount of inventory, and then somebody will go out and make a whole bunch and then just dump them all on the auction house and just kind of tank the price. So um, didn't sell this for a whole lot. Yeah, and I've actually moved that to my don't craft, that so that if you look at the top under the TSM general info, I've got a group called LWSN, and then the R0 in parentheses says do not, restock 0 is what that means. So this is a nice thing to craft. It's I have it under my shirts, but it's generally pretty cheap to craft, and they sell pretty good. So 27 over the last year, I guess. So not bad. Blood Soul breastplate. I'll probably want to craft one of those. And again, a lot of this stuff, like this one in particular, it takes a while to sell. So I've only sold one, and I think it's been out there for probably close to 60 plus expirations. So probably over 3 months to sell. Um, and if you have any questions on any of these items here, please post a comment. I'll answer to the best of my ability. Some crafted dreadful stuff, malevolent. Those are always pretty good, just to maybe have a whole setup uh, of those items, just to see if you can get one to sell. Toys. I've been doing a little bit of enchanting stuff. I kind of dropped out of it for a while. This is another item that I'm not going to craft any more of those. Um, just a lot of keep a big variety of items up there, and you'll start selling stuff. What? I sold some preserved holly. That's funny. Uh, and like I said, tomes are always pretty good sellers for enchanting, and that would be where I would start if you could, if you wanted to get into the legacy enchanting. Tomes are always pretty good. So anyway, so that's just all crafting. If we want to look at the dashboard over the last month, pretty good. Over $1 million in profit. I did spend a lot of gold buying some sulfuran hammers, so I've got 6 hammers now. So somebody was posting them for a little bit below crafting cost, and I'm hoping I might be able to make some gold reselling those. So, and hopefully, surely somebody's not going to bother to spend 30,000 gold to craft one just to sell it at cost. That's kind of dumb, but it does happen. So back to the ledger again. Let's take a look. Maybe it resets. Let's so overall, and let's look. Oh, that's all characters, so pretty good amount. Let me go to my character that just does the transmog. So I did sell some pretty good transmogs. Let's look at the total here. So Centaur Tracker's Javelin. So I picked this up a while back. I think it's just random drop. And yeah, that's pretty nice. So and then I made a video, I think last week. You know, I was farming Tomb of Sargeras, and I noticed that the vendor prices were way much better than they normally would be. So, and I think they have tuned them down a bit. I think I was making about 2,600 gold per run. Now they're back down to about maybe 1,000 gold or 1,100 gold per run, which is still not bad. I mean, it's better than nothing, but the 2,600 was pretty nice while it lasted. And I'll show you some of the other stuff. Daring Dirk, that's always kind of nice because it's like a vendor item that you just buy in Stranglethorn Vale. Actually, Booty Bay. I just check the vendor every once in a while and pick a couple up, and they actually will sell here and there. And then that's mostly it. Just a lot of little things here and there. I'm not real. The transmog stuff, I don't really. I'm not. It just doesn't sell as well as I'd like it to. As opposed to like the crafted stuff sells. Seems like it sells much better. And let's go back to. We're gonna just look at vendor items. Let's select everybody. So yeah, I was farming Tomb of Sargeras, and this is like a lot of the stuff that comes out of there. So yeah, like look, so this is showing 20 gold right now, but I sold 2 for 81 gold each, so looks like they nerfed it about a quarter, at least for that item. So that's interesting. So yeah, I think I ran it about on all 3 difficulties on probably 3 or 4 characters. So anyway, I think that's it for the sales. So I did notice, so with TSM they have a new, they're with the new patch and the war bank and everything, there's a lot of stuff going on. I have noticed that, so here I'm on my leather worker, and it is saying that I need to buy some calcified bone and mist scale. So you know, I can come here, and I've had some problems where the scan will cause a failure and it'll pop up. So it's saying I need 22 of these, but if I hover over this, and if you look on that tooltip, it's actually showing that I have 344 total in inventory, and 344 are in my war bank. So TSM just hasn't quite got it figured out that, oh hey, the stuff that's in the war bank is available. I just, you know, so shouldn't have to buy it. So, and same thing for mist scale. So I've got 984 in the war bank on this one for this item. So if you're doing crafting, you might want to just verify before you go off and buy stuff. That'd be the only thing. Or you don't put anything in the war bank yet, until they kind of iron out the little bugs with it and stuff. But overall, I think TSM's been doing a pretty good job. There's a couple errors here and there, pretty good. And finally, I happened to go to the Dark Moon Fair, and I just happened to look at my character, and I was like, oh, okay, how many tickets do I have? So I ended up clicking on this, thinking, well, hey, maybe I'll show it in the backpack, and I noticed the transfer button. Well, goodness knows I can if I go there and I want to transfer some tokens to this character, amount to transfer, I should be able to transfer them. Why is it? Let's see. Confirm. Okay, so I hit tab. Okay, so new balance, their new balance and my character's new balance. So I'm thinking I might transfer all my tokens to one character so I can buy whatever I might be missing. And I've got a lot of characters that have some here and there. So, and not all currencies are transferable. That would be, yeah, Argent. I don't know if it's not popping anything up there, but it's possible. Yeah, Cosmic Flux. Yeah, a lot of these are available. Like that's grayed out, so I assume maybe we're not able to. I see. So it does look like it's whatever character you're on, it's going to transfer the currency to that character, as opposed to getting on one character and transferring stuff elsewhere. So I imagine it's more on a need basis, where it's like, oh hey, I need these curious coins, so I can transfer those. I can transfer all these curious coins, whatever, I forget what they're for. Oh yeah, that's I may have to look at that, but yeah, this is going to be a big game changer as far as you have multiple alts everywhere that have a little bit of something, and yeah, this will be great. So anyway, that's it for this week. Again, if you have any questions or comments, stuff that I didn't cover in this, or something you want me to cover, please post it in the comments. And because sometimes I'm just winging this as I'm going, because I'm not sure what I should be talking about. So it's helpful if y'all tell me, hey, can you cover this? Can you take a look at this? And I'll do my best. So anyway, y'all take care. Have a good one.